Now, the next series of technologies that LaSalle has developed are concentrated on why instruments work and why they fail. For instance, scissors. Scissors do not cut by cutting, they cut by shearing. Scissors don't fail because they get dull, they fail because they get loose. They get loose because two hardened blades come together under pressure, and that pressure is greater than the resistance provided by the screw or the rivet. So what happens is when these things continue to work over a period of 2 or 3 months, the doctor then has to go like this to antagonize the blades together so that the shear works. This is different. This is made out of spring material, whereby you can see that the blades have at least a 300% increase in shearing angle. And you can see that when you close the blades, these blades actually flex and straighten out. Now, this is very advantageous because the scissors always cut on the point. One of the nice things is, now I'm going to take my glove off and I'm going to make this demonstration. One of the nice things about this is, if you have a suture that's buried like this, we ask the doctor, how would you remove that suture? Now, the answer, of course, is that you would have to give a local anesthetic or dig it out. But because these instruments are so light, they're actually lighter than titanium. Not because the density or the specific gravity is less, but because we've taken advantage of some very basic engineering principles, and we only need half as much material. So those engineering principles are, we've taken advantage of placing concavities and convexities in the instrument to make a flexible instrument stronger by adding the beam strength. And the beam strength comes from the convexities and concavities. Now, because this always cuts at the point, you can actually feel the suture. And when you feel the suture, you allow it to open. The scissors separates the edematous borders. You re-advance it and cut it. Re-advance it and cut it. Now, in terms of forceps or other instruments that might be needed in veterinary surgery, we have this forceps, which is probably one of our most multifunctional instruments in the field of dentistry because it serves so many purposes. But in the field of veterinary surgery, in exotics, this forceps is so flexible that, and also by adding the carbide inserts, we can actually take out rabbit's teeth by grasping onto it. Now, if I put that kind of pressure on a regular forceps, first of all, it has a tremendous grasp, but also it doesn't splay. You'll notice that I grabbed onto something probably about 5 times thicker than the thickest needle, but when I close it again, there's no splaying. This splaying occurs in every other instrument, but in flexible steel, it doesn't occur.